Good evening, RSC. Welcome to another match day. I believe this is match day 4 now. Tonight we have a veteran matchup for you between Kirin and Makos. Makos and Shark Attack, just a long-running franchise in RSC as a whole. People are very familiar with them. I am MD. Alongside me, I have once again Wicked. So it's another MD Wicked cast. We have Russ producing in the background. Wicked, how you feeling tonight?
Dude, I'm feeling great. They can't keep us away from the booth, dude. I'm excited, and we're doing another veteran matchup tonight. Like, dude, this is hype. I'm so ready for these two. Ready for these two teams to go onto the field, and I'm excited, dude. I can't wait to cast with you again tonight.
Oh yeah, casting with you last time was great. The veteran matchup we had last time was just there was a lot of twists and turns in that matchup. I'm hoping to see a little bit more, maybe something similar, or maybe we just get an entire washout and the team completely takes over and we get a sweep tonight. Unfortunately, ball chasing is down, so we don't have up-to-date stats for you. So
Womp
Wicked
womp.
and I are just gonna yap for a little bit.
Womp womp. By the way, just to give you guys a heads up, please stay tuned after the match tonight between these two phenomenal teams, because we managed to get NRG to come play on stream with one of our Prem teams. Yay! No, I'm just kidding. Haha.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
That would be awesome.
Get baited, chat.
But to talk about these players on the team, because we didn't really go over the players. Kirin has Escape Plan, Yoza, Stealthman, and Bullman. Unfortunately, tonight Escape Plan is not home, so tonight it's going to be just Yoza, Stealthman, and Big Bag Bullman on Kirin. And Stealthman said he's going to take over as captain tonight. And then on the other side, you have the Makos from the Shark Attack. You got BankShark, which is a phenomenal name for that team, by the way. Panick, Panick, Logixaal, and I'm going to mess this name up tonight. I'm really hoping he's not on the field, but I do want to see him on the field. But Cyroic is on the side of the Makos. So interesting, very interesting. Indeed.
I'm just gonna call Cyroic Ciroc because that's just gonna make the most sense in my head. I know that's yeah, like the drink. But Stealthman I am familiar with. I have played with him a lot in this tier. Very good player. Bullman I'm not super familiar with. I have played with him a few times, and I know he is also pretty good. Yoza's a new name to me, unless they've changed their name in the past. Logix, Panic, and BankShark, I'm not at all familiar with them, and again, they could just be name changes from players that I'm familiar with.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, I noticed a couple of names just because of me being in the league for quite some time, and this is my second season doing it as being an AGM of all the seasons that I've played. So some of these names do sound and look familiar to me, especially Bullman. I know he's a great guy to talk to. Everybody in RSC is just great to talk to. I don't care who you are. Everybody's phenomenal. But got good news for you guys, MD. We have all the players in the lobby.
That's a rarity. Most of the time, we have to wait for them for a little bit.
Right.
I will say, I do think we have a mod at least running predictions in the chat. I don't know if one's going right now. I don't have time to really look. But if predictions are going, go ahead and get your predictions in to see who is going to win game number 1. Wicked, before we get the players on the field, who do you think is taking this one?
Oh, dude, I'm not caster cursing anybody. If we're gonna go off of name base, I'm gonna say the Makos, just because you got BankShark on the field. I mean, you can't go wrong. Like the franchise Shark Attack, and you have a dude leading your veteran team as the captain named BankShark. Like, how can you not choose the Makos to win this game number 1? It's in the words right there, dude. It's in the works.
Well, not only that, just the Makos as a franchise have always put together very strong teams, especially in the veteran tier. They've always been very competitive, so it is definitely hard to count the Makos out of this one. But knowing how familiar I am with Stealthman, I'm a little bit more inclined to put my money on Kirin over there. But we're just going to have to wait to see exactly what's going to go on here. We're going to slowly get the players onto the field now. I believe Wicked should be typing to them.
They're actually talking back and forth to each other, but I will get them going into the field. Why not? They're already typing. They're ready to rock and roll. Let's get them on the field.
Yeah, let's get these guys on the field. So we got Makos and Kirin going into this matchup right now. We're definitely going to see some sparks flying. We're going to see who is going to be able to take it. We have Stealthman, Big Bad Bullman, Yoza on the field now for Kirin, BankShark, Logixaal, and Panic for Makos. Let's go ahead and get this game started.
Right off the rip, kickoff going into the midfield. Logixaal is going to bang this ball away, trying to put some pressure here on the defense really early. As BankShark looks to get a pass center, does not, but good for the bump instead. As Bullman stayed patient, looking to get it clear out forward. He does. BankShark there to pass it down to Logixaal. Logixaal gets a doink up. No boost to be able to finish off that self-pass to himself. As Panic keeps it in the corner, steals the boost. Bangs it down to BankShark. BankShark looking to get a touch forward. He does. Stealthman and Yoza, they're playing some good defense here. And the ball goes forward, and I mean, we're still at a stalemate here.
That was good pressure right off the bat from Makos, but this ball's going to fall in front of the net now. That is a great 50 from Panic. Drops it right down to BankShark.
Absolutely. I mean, just when you think that the pressure was being let off by the Makos, you see Panic come in and get a phenomenal 50 to give it easy doink for BankShark to get a first goal here very early here in game number 1.
4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. We're only 40 seconds in. Logixaal is up here, gets it past the defender. Panic is up, puts it into the corner. Is he going to get another touch? No. Yoza has control. Slows it down, trying to buy time for his team. Nobody challenges yet, and finally, looked like BankShark came in for the challenge there. Bullman pops it over one, has to beat another, manages to get the 50, but it's going to be a shot right to Panic. Oh, what a save from Yoza. Fell right in front of his nose, but BankShark keeping the pressure on, gets the reset off the ceiling. No shot. Nobody was there to be able to convert on it.
No, absolutely not. And just all I'm seeing right now is just this midfield pressure coming from the Makos. I mean, they're doing a phenomenal job of keeping up the pressure against Kirin, and Kirin are finally have a clear out of their side finally after a minute's gone by, but the ball's going right back on the side. BankShark said, no, we're going to keep on the onslaught of offense here as Logixaal doesn't get a touch here. Stealthman looking to get a shot on net, does not get a shot registered as Panic has control of the ball here. He's going to do it for an air dribble. Bullman decides to deny him, and Yoza looking to keep the pressure going, but the ball goes back forward as Stealthman hits the ball back. We're playing a lot of back and forth right now.
Definitely a lot of back and forth. That was a good challenge from Yoza to force the touch early. Bullman is able to get a touch over to the sidewall, but it gets cleared to the center. Bullman able to track it down. Yoza also up. So 2 upfield now. Bullman finally retreats. Pass from Panic over to BankShark. BankShark to the backboard. Logixaal is up. Is he going to get the second opportunity? No. Yoza's able to clear it away. Bullman gets a second opportunity to finally clear it back into the Makos half. But there's a lot of almost boomer ball going on a little bit from, oh my goodness, that was a close opportunity from Bullman, but unable to register anything. Finally get a shot registered, but still no goals on their own half as Panic gets a pinch across the side of the field.
Yeah, the one thing I have to point out here is the attempt on passing plays on both sides of the field here, as you saw the Kirin try to get for a passing play, and Stealthman almost getting a double for himself. One team that I've got to say that I've noticed it out of a lot is the Makos. I mean, the Makos have had so many opportunities on passes, but they were unable to hit the back of the net. But Yoza looking to pass down to his teammate Bullman. Bullman tries to get a 50 to go through and loses the 50, gets a pass out forward, and this ball's going to float forward. Panic's there, and the ball's just in the net. And BankShark, the captain of the Makos, puts in a goal here late in game number 1.
Bullman, I think, was just trying to get that to the center. Nobody was there. BankShark able to just slam it all the way home. Panic was there just in case anybody got to it. But now we have a 2-0 lead. I mean, off of that kickoff, you just got to hope that Kirin could do something, but Bullman's getting harassed by Panic. Everybody's getting harassed in the net now. Floats across. Nobody able to take a shot. Yoza's going to be able to clear this away. Stealthman got bumped from behind by BankShark. This ball's just floating dangerously in front of Kirin's net. They just have not been able to maintain any type of offensive pressure. BankShark going for a shot, but unable to do so as Panic takes control, goes as far as Bullman. Bullman carrying it downfield, looking for Stealthman. Is Stealthman going to put it in the net? He tucks it in near post. Stealthman finally gets Kirin on the board.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, don't get this twisted. The time clock right now on stream, it's broken. There's a minute 18 seconds left here in game number 1, and it's 1-2. So don't get it twisted. You might think that the last goal wins, but that's not the case here. There's still plenty of Rocket League left here in game number 1. But yeah, so
that's a good demo.
Yeah, this is a big demo. This is a big demo. Another big demo coming out. A lot of people beating each other up on the field. And Kirin does not want to give up this game number 1 loss to the Makos. They want to get this win here as Bullman takes control, looking to get a 50. Gets it over 1. What a save by Panick, who was waiting patiently on the goal line. And we're coming up on 53 seconds left here in game number 1. Can Kirin come up and maybe tie this game up and bring it to overtime?
He's got a waterfall in front of the net. Logixaal is able to get the clear. Bullman unable to get the touch. Yoza puts it back to the backboard. Is anybody there for a second touch? Trying to follow his own touch. Stealthman gets a 50 against Logic. Bullman collects the ball, puts a shot to the back post and ties it up with 31 seconds to go.
I have to say that Bullman did the utmost disrespect here with his goal explosion, putting a shark on the goal, putting a shark as his goal explosion, playing against the Makos. It's absolutely funny. I think he did it just because he wanted to, because he knew he was playing the Shark Attack franchise tonight. So big shout out to that man, Bullman. And with tying this game up here late in game number 1 with 30 seconds left to go here, Yoza looking to set something up for his teammates, unable to make contact on the ball, and Panick was able to make a pass for himself that Yoza was trying to look for. And the ball's going to get cleared here, and see the team is rushing back. BankShark put the bet in a double, and he does! Bang! I'm going to call him BankShark. That's his name now.
BankShark, okay.
Yep, BankShark.
Now that was a great self pass to himself. Pops it off, manages to get the exact pop he was looking for off the back wall there. Bounces it to himself, gets the bounce shot. Great shot coming out from BankShark. Now we just gotta hope that Kirin are gonna be able to respond immediately. They're unable to do so. Logic trying to put in the dagger, trying to kill the hopes of Kirin here. Mako's gonna try to drop this. I stumbled over my words right at the end, but it's okay. Makos drop the ball and take the game 1 victory.
It's okay. I stumble over my words too, MD. Don't worry about it. It's just all part of the plan. You know, we're making everything work here. As you see, the Makos, they made it work and almost getting, you know, struggling there at the last minute there in game number 1, but they were able to come up with the victory here. So we have a very tight series on our hands. I mean, this is only game number 1, but still, it's both teams are showing up to play, and I mean, I think we're gonna have a good series here. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout on either side. I say that now, and then it's gonna end up being a blowout somewhere in some fashion. You know,
well, Caster cursed it, so
yep, Caster curse things. You know how that is. But yeah, so BankShark coming up with the MVP here, with 3 goals, 5 shots. And yeah, I mean, you can see right here that the Makos, you know, according to the stats, that they just have all the offensive pressure. And you saw it on stream as well, that they are holding the offense more than Kirin.
Yeah, they're definitely maintaining a lot more offensive pressure. They're just all over the field. They're managing to get every touch that they want. They're just making it look really easy. Like you said, they did struggle a little bit towards the end of the match there. But other than that, they managed to take the game 1 victory late. Thankfully, off of that shot from BankShark, just had a nice, easy clear, banged it all the way downfield, and was able to secure the game 1 victory. Game 2 about to start right now. Yoza off the kickoff, goes right to Logixaal, but Stealthman able to cut this off. I believe that's BankShark there, trying to get a pass over his teammate, does manage to. Yoza has the 50, nobody's back in the net. Can anybody get back in time? Stealthman unable to get there, and Panick will start the game off early.
What a shot there by Panick, realizing the situation. I know you knew that somebody was going to be back, so he took his time being able to get that touch on the ball instead of banging it, because if he would have banged it, he probably would have got saved. So definitely what a wonderful shot there by Panick to once again put Makos up here early here in game number 2. We saw this the last game, them getting a goal early to start off the game, and they did it again here. And MD is muted, so I'm going to keep on yapping to you guys. I know you guys love my beautiful voice. It's okay. Bullman looking to get a pass forward. Does not get that pass to go through. And Panick here, he's putting in some work, making some fakes happen, but puts the ball across the goal line. But Bullman's there to clean up the save as Bullman pushes the ball downfield, looking to get a 50. Gets the 50 to go forward and a demo as well. Yoza has full boost to work with. Stealthman looking to keep the ball forward, but Logixaal does not. Denies him, gets the shot on net, and Logixaal putting it in with a bang. And you see the Makos running away here. 4 minutes left, though. It's still early here in game number 2. Unfortunately, my co-caster here, I think he had an internet disconnect. So we're just gonna, you know, I'm gonna try to be like Johnny Boy, even though I'm not like Johnny Boy. And we're gonna solo cast this until he decides to return back to me. I miss him already. Panic, looking to set something up. Beats 2 defenders. And BankShark looking to take control, realizes the situation he has. Gets a 50. Panic. Doesn't get anything going here. Yoza, big flick to Stealthman, but Logixaal there to read it and keeps it in the corner in safety and takes the boost. BankShark has no boost here. Logixaal doinks it up forward to BankShark though. I said Bankman. That man's trying to put some banks in the bands. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, chat, NA production is amazing. We love NA production. BankShark has full boost here, looking to get a clear forward. BankShark's been doing a wonderful job. He has a flip that he hasn't used yet. Yoza looking to doink. He does, puts a shot on net, but it's saved away by Logixaal. And chat, I mean, you see the Makos here. They're just playing wonderful Rocket League. They're rotating the way they're supposed to, you know, and they're keeping control of the midfield that Kirin is struggling to do to get out of their end. They're awkward here in net, and Panic comes in and gets a shot. Splash! Shout out to my boy Panda. You see the splashes in the chat. I want to see all the splashes in the chat for my boy Panda, who's hopefully in the chat here. And the Makos are running away with this game number 2, and Kirin just doesn't have an answer for him yet. They might have an answer here, though. Stealthman gets a 50 to go forward. BankShark bangs the ball off the backboard, looking to get a double. Fakes it for his teammate. His teammate looked like it was Logixaal that was going to put it back in, but hit it to the side. Unfortunately, not able to read that double. Stealthman looking to keep the ball in. And a shot almost comes in. Finally, there's a little bit of offensive pressure, but they have to run back. And Panic gets a hat trick here in game number 2. And Makos are running away with this game number 2 right now with 4 goals and 2 minutes left on the clock. This is getting crazy. This is getting a little carried away here for my boys with Kirin. They just don't have an answer for this Makos squad. They did so well in game number 1. I don't know what happened going into this game number 2 as BankShark comes in and gets a goal for himself here. His first goal here in game number 2. And I mean, it's going to nuts and it's going insane. I'm happy though, because my boy MD just came back. Hello, MD.
Hello, I'm on my way. I had to restart.
You left me all alone, sir. I had to pull the jockey boy. It's okay. It's okay. You probably been watching the stream, and the Makos are just running away with this game number 2. I mean, it seems like the Kirin, they did so well in game number 1, and then it's like they changed the game style or something, but they're not playing or working with each other. They're just getting swallowed on their defensive side. As you see an Ogo come out from Stealthman, Panic, adding more to his goal total here in game number 2 with 4 goals. And we're gonna just chalk this game up. And I mean, if you're a Kirin player, you might want to go back to the drawing board here and just get ready for game number 3, and maybe get a goal or 2 to go forward to the rest of the series.
All right. I'm back in here now. I'm able to continue casting with you. I do apologize. I'm not sure what happened. Bullman's gonna put a shot on net. This is just setting up for Brazil at this point. I want to say Makos let this goal go in on purpose, but I could be wrong.
Chat, I know the overlay's messed up right now. The game is 6-1. The Makos are winning dominantly here in game number 2 with 6 goals to 1. They're looking to set up this Brazil, as MD said, and Stealthman might say something otherwise, but Logixaal denies him on the goal line and bangs the ball forward. Bullman there to get a 50. He does. And he hits off the net as well. This is just a crazy game number 2, MD.
I'm sad I missed a lot of it just personally watching it. BankShark trying to put the Brazil on the board, unable to do so. Yoza and Bullman come together to try to keep this ball out of the front of the net. Stealthman's able to boom this to the center, but Panic is right there, looking for a pass to himself. Gets the pass to himself. There's the Brazil 7-1. Panic putting on an absolute scoring clinic, 5 for 5 shooting.
Yeah, this man Panic is he's stepped up this game number 2. I mean, he's putting a lot of leg work, shooting 100%, 5 for 5. That's very rare to see somebody, especially in RSC, shooting for 5 for 5. Especially in veteran, when it's just all over the place. He's looking to add 6 to 6, and he does with a splash. But guess what? The shot didn't register, but the goal did. So he's breaking the system right now. He has 6 goals with 5 shots. What is this man? What is he on? Is he like Neo from the Matrix?
I just want to put out there that right now, Panic is on course to put up 1,000 points this game. The man is absolutely popping off. Stealthman trying to put another shot in, almost sets up the Barcelona as we have a Panic taking control of the ball here, passes it down to the middle. Nobody is there, maybe looking for another shot. Stealthman able to clear it away, goes as far as Bull. Yoza able to put a shot on target. No, it's a little bit wide. BankShark, gets absolutely dunked by Stealthman. There's no shot coming in though, and it seems like Kirin are just too nervous to step forward and maybe just put another shot on net. Either that or they just really want to avoid the Barcelona's Yoza, puts a shot on net, but BankShark was there to clear it away.
Very nervous indeed, as you said, is right there. There's the Barcelona for Big Bad Bullman. Some people call it the Barcelona. I like to call it the 8 to be you, because you know it's 8-2. So 8 to be you, because you're going to unfortunately lose this game number 2. There's a lot of rhyming going on. You might call me Eminem, or you can call me like, I don't know. You can call me somebody that's very lyrical on the mic. But I mean, if you're a Kirin fan, I mean, even the player, like, what do you think Kirin needs to do here, MD, to go forward into this series?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. I guess the biggest thing would be to cut off any of the passing lanes that Makos have had, because they're absolutely synergized right now, just passing the ball back and forth. And Stealthman and Yoza on Kirin's end, they're just not performing up to standard. I mean, Bullman is definitely pulling a lot of weight right now. I mean, 2 goals, 3 saves, and just while Stealthman and Yoza are getting shots on net, just sometimes on the back end they're leaving Bullman just kind of by himself. So I hope that they are able to clean that up a little bit. Maybe there's some communication breakdowns going on. I'm not exactly sure, but Makos are absolutely on fire.
Yeah, the Makos are not letting up at all. I mean, yeah, as you were saying, I mean, if you're a Kirin, I think you got to start conserving more boosts and working with each other on defense, because right now, like what I've been seeing is a lot of miscommunication and working with each other and not really working with each other on defense. I mean, the communication has to be a thing. You're in comms for a reason. You start using them, start speaking up to each other and, work with each other and pay attention to what's happening on the field. And then that'll lead. It's a slow, steady race. And it looks like the server just went down. We love Rocket League tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing. I love it. I can't wait. So now, MD, guess what we get to do for the chat? We get to yap again. We get to yap about, I don't know, stuff. About things like we could yap about, is water wet? Like, I mean, there were so many splashes that last game. It makes me wonder if water is really wet. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure there. We're gonna want Russ there to put some kind of BRB up, so that way nobody can see exactly what we have to type in for the lobby here. Don't want people that are not supposed to be in the game joining. You know how it goes. Yeah, no stream sniping here. But no, we love Rocket League. NA production is fantastic.
Absolutely. We apologize for the technical difficulties, everybody. And we also appreciate all of you for coming by tonight and taking time out of your wonderful Monday nights, because we all know that Mondays are just terrible, especially when you have to, wake up in the morning and, figure out coffee if you're a coffee drinker, and, you have to go to work. Me, I'm lucky and blessed because my job, I'm off Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So for those of you that have to go to work on Monday mornings, haha, suckers.
And at least I have weekends off. I have Saturday, Sunday off. I'll take it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody loves that, but it's okay. I love my job. My job is amazing. I'm not going to go into details about my job because my job is like not really top secret, but it's a crazy
It's
job.
definitely
We're not going to talk
confidential.
about it. It's definitely confidential if you think about it. But yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We got good news for you. NA production has finally fixed itself, and we got a lobby back up, and we're going to be going into this game number 3.
So I definitely want to point out that obviously this isn't like a playoff situation, but from my own personal experience, in a in a finals for playoffs, a lobby reset actually ruined the momentum of my team quite a bit, and it
Mm,
allowed the other team to come back into the game like very, very well. I mean,
mm.
we had a strong showing like Makos just had in the last game, and the lobby went down. We had a lobby reset, and we just fell apart. So I'm wondering if something similar might happen here. Obviously, it's still very early in the season, so you don't
Right.
know exactly what's going to happen. But could the lobby reset be a change of fortune for Kirin?
Yeah, I mean, what you're telling me right now is there's a chance. That's what you're telling me.
Oh, there's
There's a
always a chance.
chance. There's always a
There's always
chance
a
here in
chance.
RSC. But guess what? There's also the chance. We're going to see if that chance is going to be taking here. All the players are joining into this game number 3. We're about to get this popped off, ready to rock and roll. We're excited to bring you game number 3 with Kirin and Makos. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now joining, Makos have been dominating Kirin here these past couple games. They have two wins to 4 so far right now against this Kirin squad. And Kirin are looking to find an answer to get out of defense and start making an offense onslaught against this Makos team that has been doing such a phenomenal job at working with each other and getting the goals to go for them as well.
That was a good dunk from Yoza. Bullman's unable to make a catch to slow the ball down. If he was able to get that, they might have been a scoring opportunity there. Logic misses the ball. Panic over to BankShark. BankShark unable to get something. Gets a demo. Panic is going to put this into the net. Makos continued their form, and Panic puts them on the board early once again. I think at this point, Panic has scored every single early goal.
Yeah, Panic has just been doing a phenomenal job. I mean, he's everywhere you need him to be. I mean, if you're a Makos fan, you have to be like putting these signs up or making signs for Panic, or like make him like do go Panic mode. As this is an open net here for Yoza, and Yoza and Bullman working with each other to finally put a tie up and get a goal to start putting this pressure here on this Makos team. Can they answer? Can they take a lead finally against this Makos team? Because they have not taken a lead yet in the series so far. Out of the 2 games that we played.
No, Kirin have been playing from behind every single time. That was a great kickoff setup from Yoza and Bullman. Finally able to get something on the board after going scoreless for a lot of game number 2. Yoza's going to be able to clear this away. Unable to steal the boost, so Logic will protect it. Trying to get a touch, but BankShark is there to get the 50. Bullman coming in, misses the touch. Panic is going to boom this downfield. There's BankShark trying to drop this down. Is anybody going to get the second opportunity? Logic is there. It gets 50 into the corner by Yoza. And Kirin will try to maintain possession here, but once again, they're just kind of stuck in their half. Panic getting a demo on Stealthman. Yoza trying to find the ball, but unable to. Stealthman has to come from come from the spawn. The ball's going to fall in front of the net. Panic is right there to finish the job. Panic, you are just absolutely just on fire, scoring at will.
Yeah, it's like he's got like a aimbot on for the net and the ball. Like every time he touches the ball, it's just rolling at the net and putting so much pressure on this Kirin squad, who are just all over the place on defense. They're still trying to figure out a solution to work out their defense and get out of their half, because the Makos are just they're swarming like sharks. I mean, every single time they're on offense, they don't let up. Their pressure's relentless. As you see, Panic trying to push his ball forward. BankShark looking to get a double. Yoza clears it away, and Bullman decides to demo Panic off the field. This might be an opportunity for Kirin to break out, but Panic off the spawn gets a demo of himself. So now you see Kirin fighting to get out of defense again.
Panic getting a little bit of revenge for the demo on him, demoing Bullman, demoing Stealth on the back end. Yoza has to try to maintain control of this ball, puts it to the corner, gets immediately challenged by BankShark. Nobody was back. BankShark almost putting that into the net from an awkward angle, but unable to find the back of the net.
Oh, that's such a miscommunication there between Yoza and Bullman, and they got punished for that mistake as well. You saw Yoza right there doinking away from Stealthman that had a perfect clear, and Bullman had to rush to make a save, and Yoza grabbed the full boost but was unable to get back to the ball, and you see the Makos take a dominant lead here late in game number 3.
Looking at the scoreboard here a little bit, I think Yoza was lagging just a little bit, so that might have contributed to the miscommunication. Ping does seem to have stabilized now. Bullman trying to get a pass over to Stealth, unable to. BankShark reads it the whole entire way. Yoza has to rush back. Does manage to get the clear here. Can they get the second opportunity? No, Logic is there. Stealthman bangs all the way downfield. Panic is already up, reads it. Bullman is back, turns around, manages to pop it into the air, but BankShark is just pre-jumped him and read it already, gets the second opportunity to put it into the net, but Yoza is there for the clear.
What I have to point out here, I don't know if you remember last season of RLCS, the very first major that they had when the Gentlemates played NRG in the finals, and I mean, if you really paid attention to that series, you saw that the Gentlemates, they went in and they weren't really, you know, like they were a newer squad with each other, and the dominant team of NRG that dominated NA for so long, the Gentlemates, they played a lot of midfield pressure, and they swallowed NRG on their half by that midfield pressure, and that's what you're seeing out of the Makos here. They're not letting Kirin break out of their half in the midfield.
No, Kirin have been absolutely suffocated in their half for the majority of this game. They have little flashes where they do manage to break out, but afterwards they don't really maintain any pressures. They finally get like some extended offensive pressure going there, but they don't manage to do anything with it. Bullman trying to get a shot, but Logic is able to read it. Now putting a shot on target, it's actually going to go far. It's actually going to go wide. BankShark with a shot. Everybody is up. Stealthman does manage to clear it away. Yoza is going to try to get a double touch. It does. Can he get the boost? Manages to get the boost as well, but is unable to steal from Logic as Panic will try to clear this downfield. Stealthman, easy challenge right there. Manages to get it back into the orange half. It's a shot on target. Are they going to be able to get there? No! BankShark's able to clear it away. Oh, and I do believe I have lost Wicked this time. Now Wicked has disconnected on me.
You did. I was muted. I didn't disconnect. I was just muted. I was talking, and then, you know, and then you said it, and I was like, oh, well, there we go. I just chalked myself.
Good job.
Yeah. We finally saw a little bit of offense coming out of the side of Kirin, but the Makos decided to shut it down, but that offense is still going with 10 seconds left. Can the Kirin get something going, but unfortunately not able to, and this ball's going to drop down, and that's going to give the Makos 3 wins here in this 4-game series with 1 game left to go. And right now you're kind of scratching your head. Are we going to see a sweep?
I mean, obviously Makos are fully anticipating taking a sweep at this point. I mean, they have dominated every facet of this game, from offense to defense. They've just been all over the place and just playing just good team Rocket League. I mean, getting the bumps, getting the passes, even if they aren't directly leading to assists, just being able to pass the ball between each other is opening up so many opportunities, and it's leaving Kirin scrambling. I mean, they just have not been able to maintain any good offensive pressure because they've been stuck in their half, and the communication breakdowns just seem like they are plaguing this team right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and even the Panic touches as well, because I've noticed a lot of Panic like jumps and stuff like that on the side of Kirin, especially out of Yoza. Yoza seems to like to panic a lot, but I mean they just have to lock that in. They have to, you know, take a breather and focus on going forward and, you know, preventing Makos from shutting them out here in the series. I mean that's what they have to do. I mean, they just have to work with each other. They have to talk with each other, and they have to start playing like they're not scared to play. Like, just think of this as you're not on stream. You're just ready to rock and roll. Just go out here and get this game number 4 that we're about to start off. We have all the players in the lobby. Can the Makos get a sweep here, or will Kirin decide to shut them down and not let that happen?
It's a good start off the kickoff here. Panic gets a touch off to the sidewall here. There's a missed touch. This is gonna go to the goal. No, Yoza manages to run back. Logic putting another shot on target. It goes wide. Bullman is there. It's a pass right to the middle. He manages to cut back across. Bullman does, but now Panic has possession of the ball. He's been automatic on scoring. doesn't manage to get a shot on net here. Yoza gets an awkward touch. BankShark is there. Bullman was unable to read exactly where that ball was going to go, and Makos start on top again, except this time, instead of Panick getting the first goal, now it's BankShark.
Yeah, and what a smart play there by Logic, knowing that there's a last man back, and instead of shooting it immediately and get it saved, he just doinks it over and gives it to BankShark right here. Stealthman looking to put a shot on net, and Panick almost own goal, but what a save by Panic! I thought that man Panic was going to start scoring on his own net now. The amount of times he scored on the side of Kirin is insane.
No kidding.
Yeah. Bullman decided to take some boost. They have some offense here going finally here in game number 4, but Yoza does not make a touch on the ball. Stealthman has to rush across the midfield to try to get a touch, and Bullman, there, logical. Lots of logic and not able to go, goes off the backboard, but yet again, here we go. We see Makos that are swarming on the side of Kirin as a bump comes out by Logical to slow down an offensive onslaught that was about to start happening for Kirin.
This has just been, I don't know, I don't mean to use a shark pun here, but Makos has absolutely been smelling blood in the water ever since game 2. These guys have just been absolutely manic on everything. They're getting the bumps, they're getting the demos, they're passing to each other. Oh, there's a missed touch there coming out from Panic. Bullman's gonna put it off the sidewall here, unable to find any one of his teammates, as Panic is gonna pinch this all the way downfield. Logical is there looking for a touch. No, Stealthman's able to clear it away. Stealthman misses the touch. BankShark with a shot on target. BankShark finally putting himself back on top as he scores another goal for his team.
It looked like Yoza had a lot of momentum going forward, and he decided to, instead of not go for the ball, he turned off of it, which may have been a mistake for his part. Instead of, not going, you might as well go instead of go. But oh my goodness, Panic beating the kickoff person on the other side to the ball and putting the ball in the back in the net. And right now the Makos are just on track to get a sweep here.
You love to see kickoff shenanigans. You hate to see it from Kirin. They definitely did not want to let that one go in so quick. That has got to be demoralizing, as BankShark is going to try to put another one on target. Yoza manages to stand tall and clears this one away. Leaves it for Stealthman. Stealthman with a shot, but Panic is back. Manages to clear it away. BankShark tries to beat Stealthman to the ball, but is unable to do so. Bullman is there. Shot on target. Are they going to get something? Finally, the scoring finally breaks open for Kirin. They have one on the board. Now they just have to keep this kind of offensive pressure up to get something else going on. Hopefully, they manage to rekindle enough of their fighting spirit to get back into this game.
I mean, there's so much game left to play. You don't want to start getting in the mental of you have to panic and get upset at the game and stuff like that if nothing goes your way. They just have to lock in here, as Yoza's ready to lock in himself to get the ball to go forward. And there's a double commit here coming up from Stealthman and Bullman, and this might set up more offense here for the side of the Makos. As they do, you see Panic with a fake. They might pay for that, as Bullman tried to get a 50. He does, but unable to continue the offensive pressure, as you see a demo in the midfield. Stealthman looking to keep the ball in the midfield, but Panic denies that midfield that ball to go forward on their side, as they've been doing all series long, as Logical puts a shot on net, gets saved away by Yoza, but the ball's still on the side of the Kirin.
Oh, there's a double commit. There's another goal coming up from Makos. Pack it up at this point. I don't know if Kirin's going to be able to do enough to come back into this game. Makos just suffocating on both offense and defense, not allowing Kirin to break out and do anything at all.
Absolutely not. They've been doing such a phenomenal job of not letting Kirin do anything at all. I mean, you can't say it here and say that Kirin have bad players on their team. They don't. It's just the Makos are playing a lot better Rocket League tonight than Kirin. It might be because they don't have their team captain. I have no idea.
Well, that's a breakaway.
It is a breakaway here, but nothing be able to come of it, as BankShark clears the ball away. Yoza keeps the ball back in the side of the field, and so does Stealthman. This might be an opportunity here for the Makos, but Logical denies the ball away. Yoza backflipped in the midfield, but Stealthman's there to keep the ball back in, as the Kirin have offensive pressure, but they only have one forward. So now they have to rush back and reset here to get back on offense.
Yeah, it's interesting. Kirin have not been sending 2 people at the ball. They've generally just had one person push up and try to take like almost like a weak shot opportunity. They have not been utilizing everybody all the pieces they have on the field. It's a little bit of a shame, really, because you would expect, especially just off of that game 1, you would expect this series to be so much closer, but Makos have been absolutely dominant this whole entire series.
Absolutely, and I think the Makos, they, after game number 1, I think they realized, like, hey, Kirin, they're here to play as well, but I think we need to come out and play a lot better. And you saw game number 2, like how dominant that game victory was. I mean, like winning 8-2 is nothing to sneeze at. That was just a huge dominant victory for them in game number 2, and I mean, they're looking to get a sweep here. I mean, there's 30 seconds left. I mean, like you said, we might as well just chalk it up here as a sweep for the Makos here in the season, here in match day 4. But maybe there might be an opportunity to come about for Kirin as they're putting the ball in net, but they're hitting it with their purse. 10 seconds left here. The Makos have came into match day 4 on stream and swept Kirin.
Man, what a series from Makos here. Are they going to try to get one more? No, the ball finally drops to the ground. Makos putting Kirin in their place and making sure that they are unable to even come remotely back into this game. That is a fantastic series from Makos. Congratulations on the sweep.
Absolutely, and they just put on an absolute clinic. Just everybody on the side of Makos working with each other. If I had to pick an MVP for this series, it has to go to Panick. I mean, it's just a unanimous thing, and I know that you probably feel the same way. I mean, Panick was everywhere that you needed him to be on offense and defense. The man was just putting on a clinic, especially in game number 2 when he put on that massive shooting clinic. I believe he had 6 goals that game. I might be wrong, but either way, what a phenomenal job by Makos. Who do you got as MVP, MV?
No, I have no arguments. That has to go to Panick. Panick was playing absolutely out of his mind tonight. I've never seen, like, I've seen players pop off, but to have that many goals in one game, let alone in vet, which, to be honest, this tier isn't exactly like I wouldn't say it's like the easiest to score on. Like, we do have a lot of good defenders in vet, but that was absolutely incredible out of Panick. So GG's to him, and congratulations on that MVP, because I literally have no arguments against that.
Absolutely. MD, do you have anything else left to say before we sign off for tonight?
I don't have much. I do know we have a game. We do have another game set up for Wednesday, so there will be another stream. I'm not exactly sure who is streaming that just yet. I don't know who our casters are going to be. I do want to apologize to chat for the technical issues between me disconnecting, the overlay breaking, but we made it work. We're still here. We still had a good time. Congratulations to Makos on the sweep again, because that was, after that game 1, you thought that would have been a heck of a lot closer, but they managed to just take complete control of that game. I fully expect that we will be seeing a lot more of Makos as the season progresses.
Yeah, and to Kirin, don't let this loss beat you guys up. I mean, everybody at least sees once, gets swept at least once. It's not unusual to see. So definitely work on getting those replay reviews in, and finding out what the weaknesses were, and especially, like, I recommend you guys look on your defensive weaknesses. I mean, you guys have a lot of work to do on that defense, but it's still early in the season. So like I said, do not let this loss beat you guys up and beat you down. Come back on Wednesday and get ready to work again.
Absolutely. With that being said, I would like to thank Russ for producing in the background. Wicked, it was a pleasure casting with you once again. We'll hopefully be able to do this a lot more this season. Other than that, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We're going to go ahead and sign off. Y'all have a good night.